gosh, I sure do hope my microphone is working, otherwise I'm gonna have to tell this story again. Ah! We kind of drifted apart at the end of our senior year, and she went away to a place called YWAM, which was a missionary training school, kind of. She spent 3 months in Oregon and then 3 months in India. What never made sense to me at the time, but makes sense to me now, is that I could not get her out of my mind. I thought of her all the time. She had made a mixtape of songs that she had written at the time, and I listened to it constantly. She just struck me, and I remember, you know, I was at college meeting new people who were incredible and awesome, but no one ever compared to her, and I couldn't quite understand why at the time. I could not shake her at all. It all makes sense now. I mean, I believe with full conviction that she, you know, is my soulmate.
She felt her strength and its power, and it pulled her to the ground.
She came back from YWAM, and I saw her at church, and she said, "Hey, why don't I come up for a visit?" She just came up for the night, and it was just so awesome. About 3 weeks later, my mom calls to say, "Hey, did you know that Katie Reider's coming to Ohio State?" I saw her at church, and I remember I could not be any more excited that she was going to be there. So she came to OSU January of 1998. We literally did not separate. We spent every waking moment together. At the time, I was in a relationship with a guy that I had been with, I think, approaching 3 years. And at the time, I thought that this was the person I was going to marry, but I saw our relationship kind of, I don't know, turning a different corner, and I started to realize that I wasn't who he wanted. And as I spent more time with Katie, I realized that he was not what I wanted. When Katie got to Ohio State, it was probably only a couple of weeks before she told me that when she was in Oregon, she had a relationship with a woman. She had sought counseling and really wanted, in her heart of hearts, to have, in her words, healthy relationships with women. And so she confided that in me, and religion was a huge deal for both of us. It's a major part of our lives. At the time, having come from Cincinnati, I never once knew a single gay person. And having not known them, in my ignorance, thought it was vile and disgusting, and had a lot of judgment and maybe hatred for gay people that maybe you'd see on TV. And so when she told me this, I remember feeling just completely rocked to my core. I remember thinking, if this person that I look up to and respect spiritually and as a person did this, then it could happen to me, is what I was thinking. Looking back on it, I wasn't honest with myself, but I was intrigued by the fact that maybe these are the emotions that I'm feeling towards her. And if she was willing to, you know, kind of pursue that with someone else, then I started to think about our relationship going there in that light, which is funny because, you know, at the time, that's the last thing I wanted. And she and I both at the time believed everything about being gay was not right. And honestly, firmly believed that we would, you know, burn in hell forever for doing that. We toyed for so long with taking our relationship to a different level, to a romantic relationship, and the build up to just kissing the person that you want to kiss was, you know, nearly 3 months. I remember thinking, like, what am I thinking? What am I doing? But oh my gosh, this is absolutely, feels like the best thing in the world and the right thing to be doing.
Hey! Hi. Wave to my camera, it's vacation! We will!